What's the best time you've seen the real world land on a rich kid? I gotta watch it from about 4 feet away because I was the one holding the shop vac. There's a guy in my grade named Preston Vale. His father owns 3 car dealerships, and their house sits up on the ridge with a view of the whole valley. In April, his parents flew to a wedding in California, and Preston threw a party. I wasn't invited. I've never been invited to anything up there. I'm the kid whose dad cleans their carpets. Sunday morning, the pictures started going up. Somebody had emptied 2 boxes of laundry detergent into the hot tub, and the foam was over the deck rail. There was a hole in the drywall in the hallway the size of a chair. Cigarette burns on the arm of a white sofa. A fire extinguisher had gone off inside the living room, so everything in there had a layer of yellow powder on it. Vomit dried into a rug in the dining room. Under the picture of the hot tub, Preston commented, "LOL, not my problem, the help can deal with it." 20-something people liked that comment. I know because I looked at it for a long time. Here's the part he didn't think about. My dad has cleaned that house every other Sunday for 9 years. Carpets, upholstery, tile. It's his account. It's on the schedule. So at 8 the next morning, we pulled up that driveway in a work van with our name on the side, me riding along like I do every weekend. Preston came to the door in the same clothes from the night before, squinting, and told us to hurry up because his parents landed at 4. My dad walked through the house without saying anything. Then he told Preston that what he was looking at wasn't a cleaning. Extinguisher residue, burned upholstery, a hot tub full of detergent, and drywall damage. That's a restoration job. It takes days, and it's not covered under a service contract, Preston said, and I'm quoting, "Then figure it out. That's literally what you're paid for." My dad said he'd need to document the condition of the house before he touched anything, because his company had been in that house yesterday morning, and he wasn't going to be the one holding the bag on it. That's when Preston got ugly. He said one call from his father, and my dad's business would be finished in this county. He said nobody would hire us. My dad is a quiet man. He didn't argue at all. He just took out his phone and started taking pictures. He worked through that house room by room like an insurance adjuster. Every burn, every stain, the hallway, the powder on the piano. He got 60-something photos, all time-stamped, and then he emailed every one of them to the address on the account, which belongs to Mrs. Vale, because she's the one who signs the invoices. Preston watched him do it and didn't understand what was happening until my dad said out loud, "Sent." I have never seen anybody's face change that fast. His phone rang about 20 minutes later. He walked out to the pool deck to take it, but we could hear his father through the phone from inside the kitchen. We got most of it later, from him and from other kids at school. The truck he drives got taken. His cards were shut off that afternoon. The repairs were coming out of the account they'd set aside for his first 2 years of college, and he'd be paying the difference back working the lot at the dealership, washing cars. Mrs. Vale called my dad herself while we were still standing in the driveway. She apologized about 6 times. She said she was mortified and asked what it would cost to make it right. My dad quoted her the restoration rate, and she said do it, and she added $1,000 on top for the trouble. Before we left, Preston came out and found me by the van. He'd been crying, and he wasn't hiding it well. He asked if I'd stay and help him clean up before his parents got in. He said we're basically friends, and he'd pay me. I've sat next to this guy in 2 classes since freshman year. He has never once said my name. I told him my dad and I were scheduled somewhere else, which was true. Then I closed the van door. We came back Tuesday with a crew and did the job properly. It took 3 days. Preston was there for all of it, on his knees with a scrub brush and a bucket, because his mother made him work alongside the crew the whole time. Nobody was cruel to him about it. My dad even showed him how to get the burn residue up without ruining the finish. At school on Monday, he didn't say a word to anybody, and he left right after last period. He works Saturdays at the dealership now, and every time somebody in that house tracks something in, they call the same man they threatened to run out of the county.